What's up, sports fans, and welcome back to the Roger Report. We've got a packed show for you today, kicking off with some truly mind-blowing commentary from Cris Collinsworth. You won't believe the level his praise for Patrick Mahomes reached during the Chiefs' latest win over the Giants. But the action doesn't stop there. We're also hearing directly from Chiefs head coach Andy Reid himself, who's got some powerful words about Patrick Mahomes' incredible drive and determination to win, especially after that jaw-dropping play against the Giants. And speaking of intensity, things got a little heated on the sidelines. We'll break down the sideline incident involving Travis Kelce and Andy Reid and get Patrick Mahomes' take on the situation. Did it go too far, or is this just passion? Finally, we're wrapping up with more on the Travis Kelce and Andy Reid sideline drama and what Patrick Mahomes had to say about the whole thing after the Chiefs secured their first win of the season against the Giants. Don't go anywhere, and be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Cris Collinsworth's Mahomes Mania reaches new heights. Nobody, and we mean nobody, is a bigger fan of Patrick Mahomes than Cris Collinsworth. We saw it again during the Chiefs' win over the Giants, where Collinsworth's commentary reached unbelievable new levels of adoration. While Mahomes is undeniably a generational talent, Collinsworth seemed to forget all about unbiased broadcasting, melting into a puddle of praise even when Mahomes made a critical error. During the first half, Mahomes threw a backwards pass that looked more like he'd forgotten the rules of football, leading to a fumble. But in classic Collinsworth fashion, he somehow spun it as a positive play, praising Mahomes for recovering his own mistake. Later, when Mahomes skillfully avoided pressure, Collinsworth's comparison to navigating a Halloween maze chased by monsters was, shall we say, creative. It's moments like these that make Collinsworth's calls for the Chiefs borderline unbearable for many viewers. The Chiefs' victory over the Giants has sparked conversations about broadcast bias, with fans and analysts weighing in on Collinsworth's undeniable soft spot for Mahomes. The debate rages on. Is it genuine admiration, or is it crossing the line into unwatchable fandom? But is Patrick Mahomes' on-field brilliance the only story? We're about to find out what his coach says about his relentless drive. Mahomes' grit. Andy Reid praises QB's unstoppable will to win. Patrick Mahomes proved his championship mettle once again, leading the Kansas City Chiefs to their first victory of the season against the New York Giants. But it wasn't just his arm. It was his sheer refusal to quit that got the team going. Down 6-6 in the first half, Mahomes chased down a backwards pass, ripping the ball away from a Giants defender who had scooped it up for a potential touchdown. This electrifying play ignited the Chiefs, and head coach Andy Reid highlighted it as the perfect example of Mahomes' all-in mentality. He's going to do whatever it takes to come out on top in the game, Reid declared, emphasizing Mahomes' 100-mile-an-hour approach and the team's complete trust in his leadership. Mahomes' performance, though not statistically overwhelming with 224 yards and a touchdown, was enough to secure the crucial win. Fans and analysts are pointing to this play as a sign that the Chiefs, despite a tough start, can rely on Mahomes' unwavering determination as they aim for another Super Bowl run. Speaking of determination, things got a little fiery on the sidelines. What happened between Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, and what did Mahomes think of it? Kelce's fire, Mahomes' defense, sideline spat with Andy Reid. The Kansas City Chiefs finally notched their first win of the season against the New York Giants. But the game also brought attention to a tense sideline moment between tight end Travis Kelce and head coach Andy Reid. This isn't the first time Kelce and Reid have shown fiery passion on the field, but this particular exchange in the first half saw them in a heated discussion, with Reid giving Kelce a shoulder bump. While Reid later downplayed the incident, calling Kelce's passion a positive sign and even admitting he sometimes needs to be the policeman for the emotional tight end, Patrick Mahomes stepped in to defend his teammate. Mahomes emphasized that Kelce's intensity is a key part of what makes him great and that their bond is strong, reassuring everyone that the interaction was simply a display of passion from a player who loves the game. Fans are buzzing about the Kelce-Reid dynamic, with some concerned about the repeated outbursts and others appreciating the high-stakes energy. The discussion highlights the fine line between competitive fire and potential disruption for the Chiefs as they navigate their season. But was Mahomes' defense enough to quell the storm? We've got the full story on Kelce's sideline antics and Mahomes' reaction. Mahomes breaks silence on Reid's sideline altercation. The Kansas City Chiefs secured their first win of the season against the New York Giants, but the victory was shadowed by a heated sideline exchange between tight end Travis Kelce and head coach Andy Reid. During the tense first half, Kelce and Reid were seen in a visible altercation, with both yelling and Reid giving Kelce a shoulder bump. While Reid characterized the incident as a need for juice and a sign of Kelce's passion, Patrick Mahomes, the team's quarterback, offered his perspective. Mahomes stated that Kelce's intensity is what makes him great and that he knows they love each other, framing the moment as a minor spat between passionate individuals. Despite the cameras catching the drama, Mahomes remained calm, emphasizing the strong relationship between Kelce and Reid. With the Chiefs avoiding an 0-3 start, the focus shifts to their upcoming game against the Ravens. But the sideline incident has sparked debate among fans about player-coach dynamics and the display of emotion during games. That's just a taste of what's happening. We'll recap all the biggest moments and tell you what's next, right after this. And that's a wrap on another action-packed episode of the Roger Report. We saw Cris Collinsworth go full fanboy for Patrick Mahomes, heard Andy Reid praise Mahomes' incredible winning spirit, and dove into the sideline drama between Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, with Patrick Mahomes weighing in. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more exclusive sports breakdowns, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the know. Also, give us a follow on all our social media channels to stay connected. We'll see you next time.